Boxing Champions weigh-in. It is all brought to you by Canelo Promotions, TGB Promotions, and Showtime Pay-Per-View. It is undisputed versus undisputed, Canelo versus Charlo. The event is sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. O'Reilly Auto Parts. It's the ultimate one-stop shop for all your automotive supplies. Everything for your vehicle in one convenient place. That's O'Reilly Auto Parts. And VMC Tequila Cocktails. El Origen ante todo. Celsius Live Fit Essential Energy. From Jalisco, Mexico, the champion of all tequilas, Híjole Tequila. And brought to you by The Exorcist Believer, only in theaters today. The Showtime pay-per-view begins 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific tomorrow. Before we get to that, though, we have our Showtime pay-per-view countdown show, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 2:30 p.m. Pacific on the Showtime Sports YouTube page. Now, let's meet our fighters. 8 rounds in the middleweight division, introducing first with 23 victories, 13 by knockout, opposite of 8 defeats and 1 draw. From Tuscaloosa, Alabama, presenting Keandre Leatherwood. And now introducing his opponent with 23 victories, 12 by knockout, opposite of 3 defeats and 1 draw. Representing Cleveland, Ohio, he is a 2012 U.S. Olympian. Here is Torres Garcia. All right, first fighter to step onto the scale once again out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Here is Keandre Leatherwood. One 162.4 for Leatherwood. Next to step onto the scale, his opponent once again, the U.S. Olympian Torres Garcia. 162.4 for Garcia. This is one of 3 fights on the Showtime pay-per-view countdown show tomorrow. 8 rounds in the middleweight division. Keandre Leatherwood against Torres Garcia. And now we will head to our light heavyweight division. Introducing first with a record of 28 victories, 22 coming by way of KO, opposite of 4 defeats. Representing Moca Juba, Brazil, here is Isaac Rodriguez. And now his opponent coming to the stage with 19 victories, 15 by knockout, and just 1 defeat. Fighting out of Oxnard, California by way of Ukraine, he is a former light heavyweight champion, Alexander "The Nail" Voidstick. And now, the first fighter to step onto the scale. Please welcome, once again, from Brazil, Isaac Rodriguez. $183.2 for Rodriguez. And now his opponent getting set to step onto the scale, the former light heavyweight champion, Alexander "The Nail" Voidstick. $174.3 for The Nail. Eight rounds in the light heavyweight division. Isaac Rodriguez against Alexander "The Nail" Voidstick. And now we head to 10 rounds in our heavyweight division. Introducing first with 17 victories, 9 wins by knockout, opposite of 5 defeats and 2 draws, representing Los Angeles, California. Here is Scott "The One" Alexander. And now let's welcome his opponent. He is undefeated, 22 victories, 15 by knockout. He's representing Miami, Florida by way of Cuba. He is the number 4 WBC heavyweight, Frank "The Cuban Flash" Sanchez. And now first up onto the scale, once again, Scott "The One" Alexander. $217.8 for Alexander. And now we welcome his opponent, the hard-hitting top heavyweight contender, Frank "The Cuban Flash" Sanchez. $241.6 for the Cuban Flash Sanchez. Once again, this is 10 rounds for the WBC Intercontinental Heavyweight title. Scott, the One Alexander, taking on Frank, the Cuban Flash Sanchez. This will be a part of the Showtime pay-per-view countdown show beginning 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 2:30 p.m. Pacific from T-Mobile Arena on the Showtime Sports YouTube page. And now let's turn things over to Showtime's own, the Boxing Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, indeed a very good afternoon to you, and we welcome you to the pay-per-view portion of our official weigh-in for our big night of action taking place tomorrow night right next door at the T-Mobile Arena here in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, as Canelo Promotions presents a Premier Boxing Champions pay-per-view attraction brought to you by Canelo Promotions, TGB Promotions, and Showtime Pay-Per-View. Well, fans, our opening attraction, we're ready to bring them to the scale and to the stage at this time. It is sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. By Celsius, Live Fit Essential Energy. And from Jalisco, Mexico, the champion of all tequilas, Hijole Tequila. All right, fans, let's bring out our fighters to the scale and our opening attractions. It's a middleweight attraction, scheduled 10 rounds of boxing. First, from Nayarit, Mexico. He's the WBA number 9 ranked middleweight in the world. Please welcome Armando Toro Resendiz. And now, ladies and gentlemen, joining us from Whitman, Arizona, he's the WBC number 6 middleweight world contender, the young middleweight sensation, the undefeated Elijah Garcia. All right, fans, let's bring our fighters to the scale at this time. Middleweight's 10 rounds of boxing with a record of 14 wins, 1 loss. He has 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the world-ranked middleweight contender, Armando Toro Resendiz. Armando Resendiz weighs in at 159 and 1/2 pounds. 159 and a half. And now we invite his opponent to the scale with a record of 15 wins, no losses. 12 big wins coming by way of knockout. He is the young undefeated southpaw middleweight world contender, Elijah Garcia. Elijah Garcia weighs in the same as his opponent, 159 and 1/2 pounds.
Please throw to Brian Campbell for him. Thank you. Give him some time, right?
You got it. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. Elijah Garcia, Armando Toro Resendiz opens up our pay-per-view event. 10 rounds of boxing at a middleweight special attraction. Once again, we're pay-per-view Opening fight on our pay-per-view attraction starts at 5 p.m. local Pacific time, 8 p.m. in the East. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to handle our interview, please welcome to the microphone the respected combat sports broadcaster, Brian Campbell.
Thank you, Jimmy. Here with Armando Resendiz. Martin Bater will do the translating. Armando, the last time we saw you, you upset and knocked out former unified champion Jarrett Hurd. What should we expect from you Saturday night?
Armando, la última vez que te vimos no solo le ganaste, sino que noqueaste a un campeón unificado como Jarrett Hurd. ¿Qué podemos esperar de vos este sábado por la noche?
Bueno, la mejor versión del Toro Resendiz. Vengo bien preparado, como siempre. Yo me preparo al máximo y cada vez damos más en el entrenamiento y pues estamos muy contentos por estar aquí en esta gran cartelera.
You can expect the best version of the Toro Resendiz. I train really hard and I'm really excited to be out there Saturday night for all of you out here.
Thank you. Best of luck to you, Armando. Just 20 years old, Elijah Garcia. You've already accomplished a lot in this boxing game. What are the emotions, though, stepping up here at the pay-per-view level against a tough opponent on Saturday?
I've been here before my last fight. I'm just glad to be a part of it. I'm blessed, and I'm ready to, put a show on for the fans. I'm excited.
What type of statement should we expect from you?
Armando Resendiz, real tough opponent. I just want to prove that I'm on another level, and I'm ready to,
Oh, you going to do that again?
compete with these world titles.
Yeah, definitely.
Best of luck to you, Elijah.
Yeah, I'm going to welcome them to the next. I'm going to set it up. Sure.
Okay, you're up.
All right, fans, here we go from the Toshiba Plaza here in the shadows of the T-Mobile Arena, the site of tomorrow night's boxing spectacle. We continue with a weigh-in with an interim world title attraction. It is sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. By O'Reilly Auto Parts, the ultimate one-stop shop for all of your automatic supplies. Everything for your vehicle in one convenient place. That's O'Reilly Auto Parts. And by VMC Tequila Cocktails. El Origen Ante Todos. And by The Exorcist Believer, only in theaters this Friday. All right, fans, here we go. This bout is for the interim WBC welterweight world title. Please welcome to the stage, first, from the beautiful city of San Antonio, Texas, the former WBA super lightweight champion of the world, Mario El Azteca Barrios. And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, fighting out of Miami by way of Santiago de Cuba. He's the former WBA welterweight champion of the world. Please welcome 54 Milagros, Yordenis Ugas. And it looks like our fighters are ready to step onto the scale at this time. The weight limit on this fight is a very strict 147 pounds. It's for the WBC interim welterweight world title. First to the scale with a record of 27 wins, 2 losses with 18 knockouts. The former world champion, the current WBC number 4 welterweight in the world, Mario El Azteca Barrios.
.8.
146 3/4 pounds, 146 3/4 pounds for Mario Barrios. And now his opponent to the scale at this time, his record 27 wins, 5 losses with 12 knockouts. Here is the former world champion and the current WBC number 6 ranked contender, 54 Milagros, Yordenis Ugas. Yordenis Ugas weighs in right at the welterweight limit of 147 pounds. There they are, ladies and gentlemen, 12 rounds of boxing scheduled for the WBC Interim Welterweight World Championship. Yordenis Ugas versus Mario Barrios. Once again, to handle the interview process, my pleasure to introduce once again Brian Campbell.
El Azteca, Mario Barrios. This crowd knows what you're about. No stranger to the pay-per-view level. No stranger to bringing it against the best in the world. What's different about this fight for you?
Nothing, like I'm bringing that same energy come Saturday. I'm gonna give it everything, to make sure I take that belt home back to San Antonio. Man, I'm pumped.
You know Ugas is no slouch. What are you looking to prove Saturday night?
I'm looking to prove, everything, to the welterweight division, just everybody, make my presence known.
El Azteca back in the building. Best of luck to you Saturday night.
Thank you. Puro sangre mexicano.
Yordenis Ugas, once again, Martin Bachter to translate. We haven't seen you in almost 16 months since the Errol Spence fight. The healing is finalized. What should we expect from Ugas on Saturday?
No te vemos pelear desde 16 meses de que peleaste con Spence. Ya está sano. ¿Qué podemos esperar de Yordenis Ugas este sábado?
Bueno, pelear lo mejor de mí. Ya sanamos todas las heridas. Estamos listos ahora para darle una gran pelea, especialmente a todos los fans.
All wounds are healed. You can expect the best of me, and I'm here. I'm ready to give a great fight to all the fans out there.
You know what Mario Barrios brings. What type of fight should we expect Saturday?
¿Qué tipo de pelea tendríamos que esperar contra Mario Barrios este sábado?
Bueno, somos dos peleadores, siempre estamos en pelea competitiva, dos peleadores ofensivos. La mejor pelea a los fans.
We are two fighters that like to go at it. It's going to be the best kind of fight, the kind of fight that you're going to love.
Best of luck to you, Dennis.
Well, fans, our co-main event of the evening is a special attraction in the super welterweight division, sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. And by Celsius, Live Fit, Essential Energy. And from Jalisco, Mexico, the champion of all tequilas, Hijole Tequila. Please welcome to the stage our co-main event of the evening. First, from Orlando, Florida. He's the former world title challenger, the current world rank contender. Please welcome the Hammer, Erickson Luben. Ryan, hang on. And now his opponent joining us from Casa Grande, Arizona. Here's the young undefeated world ranked contender, Jesus Mono Ramos Jr.
Me muera, sé que tendrás que llorar.
Llorar y llorar, llorar y llorar.
Dirás que no me quisiste, pero vas a estar muy triste y así te vas a quedar.
All right, fans, let's bring our fighters to the scale at this time. The weight limit on this fight is a very strict 154 pounds. It is for the dual championship, the WBC Diamond and WBA Super Welterweight World Title Eliminator. First to the scale, with a record of 25-2 and 18 knockouts, the acclaimed world ranked contender, Erickson the Hammer Luben. Erickson Luben weighs in at 153.5 pounds, 153.5. And his opponent, with a record of 20 wins and no losses. With 16 of his wins coming by way of knockout, he is the undefeated Southpaw world ranked contender. Please welcome Jesus Mono Ramos Jr. Mono Ramos weighs in at 153.5 pounds, 153.5. Ryan. This is our co-main event of the evening. You do not want to miss this action. 12 rounds for the WBA Super Welterweight World Title Eliminator and WBC Diamond Belt. Jesus Mono Ramos versus Erickson the Hammer Luben. Once again, rehanded over to Brian Campbell. Brian, take it away.
Thank you, Jimmy. Here with the Hammer, Erickson Luben. You've been a part of great action fights before. The fans, they're expecting fireworks on Saturday. Is that the type of fight you want?
Absolutely. You know, we drew up a game plan. We ready to go. You know, Jesus Ramos is a good young fighter, and we're ready to take care of business come tomorrow night.
You've been a part of big fights before. You always chase the best. How do you beat Jesus Ramos tomorrow?
We got the game plan drawn up, but I will come out victorious. Hammer time.
Thank you so much. Best of luck. And here he is, Jesus Ramos Jr. You heard the pop from the crowd. They are big fans. What do you plan on delivering to your fans Saturday night?
Gracias, gente. Estamos listos para mañana. Gracias. We're ready, man. We're ready for tomorrow. We're going to put on a great show. It's a great fight, a great card, and a great event, man. We're ready.
I don't need to tell you how big you're looked at as a prospect for this division and a future star. How tough of a matchup, though, is Erickson Luben?
Very tough. But like I said, we're ready and excited for this fight tomorrow. Y arriba México, así es.
Best of luck. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come to bring out our fighters for the main event of the evening, undisputed versus undisputed. It's time for Canelo versus Charlo. It's a high-stakes duel. From the wall-to-wall sea of people here in Toshiba Plaza in Las Vegas, Nevada, Canelo Promotions presents the Premier Boxing Champions pay-per-view main event, brought to you by Canelo Promotions, TGB Promotions, and Showtime Pay-Per-View, sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. By O'Reilly Auto Parts, the ultimate one-stop shop for all of your automotive supplies, everything for your vehicle in one convenient place. That's O'Reilly Auto Parts. By VMC Tequila Cocktails, El Origen Ante Todo, and The Exorcist Believer, only in theaters on Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring our fighters to the stage at this time for the main event of the evening, Undisputed versus Undisputed. First, I present the challenger from Houston, Texas. One of boxing's exciting world champion twins. Here is the two-time world champion and the current undisputed 154-pound champion of the world, Jermell Iron Man Charlo.
Gracias. One time for the homie DJ School. Already. I'm feeling golden.
Someone give the mic away. Let me hear you.
Say my name's Drizzy, but ain't nobody better. Hop inside, come smoking, close face, killer, got these rappers going crazy. I'm the man. I sent your girl a message, said, see you on my phone. Send me on back.
Air Force, 25
This is something I know. So tonight I just feel right. We're in Houston, taking every day slow, so slow, so slow. What a good time.
Swear, like, every time I find myself in a situation, I think I fail.